Yo, what's up y'all, CyFy here, and it's time for another update. The Destined for Destruction update is here, and since we have a ton of new content and features to go over, we're gonna just jump right in, so let's go. Now, before we get to the top 5, let's quickly go over some of the big quality of life improvements arriving, because for the May update, there are some pretty cool enhancements that have been made you'll be excited about. Starting with your stronghold, you'll notice there have been some tweaks made, like a new farm menu. There are also new boundaries that appear when placing structures, making it easier to identify where they can be placed, an increase in inventory limit for certain stronghold structures, and more. Improvements have also been made to the market and auction house, allowing smoother searching and options for relisting items before they expire. You'll also be happy to hear when sending out party invites, you'll see that offline players won't be shown, making the grouping up process a lot smoother. New hairstyles for all classes and human ears for the mage class have been added for character customization. An integrated dungeon UI has been added, giving you the ability to see a list of all available dungeons and join from a new menu. Front and back indicators will now help you land those critical attacks, but that's not all. There's too many to list here, so be sure to check out the release notes on playlostark.com for the full list. Last month's update introduced the epic Southvern storyline, and this month you'll see some new Procyon Compass events in Southvern, including the Southvern Chaos Gate, Ghost Ship, and even a new field boss to go head up against. Requiring an item level of 14-15, in the Southvern Chaos Gate you'll work alongside up to 30 other players to vanquish elite demons and face a final boss. The Ghost Ship event will require some selling before you find and board a ship, face a boss, and get some pretty cool rewards. The Southvern Field boss, Thunderwings, is waiting for your challenge as well. Find this open world boss and be prepared for an intense battle. And remember, you don't have to be a specific level to face an open world boss, but keep in mind the recommended item level is 1460, so if you're underpowered, good luck. Clicking the compass icon under the mini-map on the top right will allow you to view and queue up any of these 3 events, and keep in mind they are scheduled to happen at certain times, so be sure to check out the schedule and the location and be there before it starts. You'll also have the ability to jump into the Southvern Chaos Dungeons, where you'll be able to queue up level 1 at item level 1415, level 2 at 1445, and level 3 at 1475. Last month's update introduced the normal mode of the Southvern Chaos line, and this month you can reap even more rewards crucial to your in-game grind when diving into the hard mode. Geared towards in-game players, this game mode is a unique activity you could finish either solo or in a party, and consisting of short quests you're required to complete. Afterwards, you'll face an impressively formidable boss and receive a special currency called Fragmented Blood Magic Stones. These you can turn into the Blood Magic Stone Exchange NPC for rewards like legendary card packs, chests filled with honing materials, silver, and more. To jump in, you'll need to use a Token of Protection as an entrance ticket, allowing you to try your hand at completing the raid to receive some top-tier honing materials like Harmony Leap Stones, Harmony Shards, and other rewards like silver, card packs, and more. Being in a guild already has benefits such as accessing the guild shop and quickly grouping up with other players to complete content, but in this update, new PvP and PvE activities will be available to jump into. Raid matches are a time trial PvE event where you'll cooperate with your guild members to defeat a formidable boss, the Silmouthed Devourer. Featuring a point system, defeating the boss as quickly as possible will grant your team more points, moving your guild up in rank. In the new Island Siege event, you'll jump into a fun activity that will require you to battle other guilds in PvP combat. By capturing objectives and defeating enemy players, you'll gain points that will determine your rank at the end of the event. These events will reward you with gems, accessories, ability stones, and more. If you haven't joined a guild, keep in mind you can apply at any time or even create your own with 2,000 silver by accessing your guild menu with Alt and U. So next time you're in the guild menu, check out those weekly and daily missions you can carry out and have some fun. Now for all of you who have reached the end game and are waiting for more content, get ready to jump in alone or with a party to battle the newest and first level 6 Guardian, Descaluda. Similar to past Guardians you face, you will need to have defeated all of the prior Guardians before facing this one. Requiring an item level of 14-15 to start, Descaluda will definitely prove to be a challenge and require knowledge on some important game mechanics to defeat. Your main reason for facing this boss will be for the high value loot you'll get, like a legendary Galewind rune you can equip to add bonus effects to your character's skills, legendary and relic accessories, honing materials, and more. Once in the fight, you'll need to focus on learning the attack patterns of this boss quickly to successfully pull off counterattacks, which will cause Descaluda to fall into a groggy state, allowing you the chance to deal some major damage. Another skill worth being familiar with is the weak point skill. Keeping an eye out on when Descaluda lights up and listening for a special sound effect will let you know when to use an attack that has the weak point skill effect attached to it. Pulling it off correctly will recover some of your HP and apply a buff to aid your character in battle. You can check out the training room to practice both skills before you hop into the raid, so give it a shot and then get in there and go head up against Descaluda. But don't worry, because if you lose, keep in mind you can give it another shot, and when you win, don't forget to harvest its guardian soul. Good luck. Joining the Paladin, Gun Lancer, and Berserker as the 4th Warrior Advanced class, the Destroyer proves to be a force to be reckoned with on the battlefield with his mighty hammer. Featuring 2 types of abilities, use of his concentration or blue skills will generate gravity cores, which will increase the damage of his gravity release or purple skills. This makes establishing a rhythm of using your blue skills very important so you can maximize the damage of your purple skills. He also has a gravity meter which will fill as you defeat enemies, and once fully charged, unleashing his gravity mode will cause enemies within a certain range to become slower and weaker. Picking up the Destroyer as an alternate or main character, or having one in your party, will allow for quick dispatch of any enemies or bosses in your path. And for existing fans, you'll be happy to hear we're getting the recently reworked version of the Destroyer, along with the balance changes that were made in Korea. Because of the impressive stagger damage the Destroyer can inflict upon the foes you'll encounter, he will also demonstrate extreme effectiveness when jumping into what I'm most excited for in this update, and the #1 topic on our list, the Vaulton Legion raid. Now, not only can you jump into this new in-game mode today, but you'll also be facing a new and terrifyingly formidable boss, Vaulton. One of Lost Ark's most challenging and popular pieces of in-game content, Legion raids will require everyone in your group work together to understand the characteristics of the boss to successfully counterattack, and heavy communication to pull off your most effective and powerful abilities. To challenge Vaulton, you'll need an 8-person group with everyone at a minimum item level of 14-15 for a normal playthrough and 14-45 for hard. And some things to keep in mind about these raids is that by meeting certain conditions during the battle, you can fill up the sidereal skill meter. Once full, the raid leader can opt to call upon one of 3 sidereals to unleash a powerful ability like Thyrane's completed Vanquisher, which will create a massively damaging explosion while also inflicting powerful weak point damage. You'll also notice the Vaulton Legion raid has 2 gates that act as checkpoints, which will save your progress when cleared. After a gate is completed, your group will vote to continue the raid to the end or pause at that point to receive that gate's rewards and save your progress until you're ready to come back for the next gate. This means you can take a break and you don't have to complete the entire raid to obtain any loot. Also, with the new Party Finder improvement that was added in this update, once you do decide to come back, you'll now be able to select which gate you want to find teammates for, allowing for quick re-entry from where you left off. The Vaulton Legion raid will also introduce Relic Gear, a new rarity type. This gear can be crafted from the materials you'll earn in the raid and offer bigger weapon bonuses, stat bonuses, even more engraving nodes on your accessories. Although it'll prove to be difficult if you fail, give it another shot and get after those rewards. Well, that's all I got for y'all today, but today is also the day that all this content is available, so be sure to jump in whenever you have a chance and check it all out. Also, be sure to head to playlostark.com and check out our Lost Ark Academy. Here's where you can learn how to efficiently grind to increase your item level, learn about classes, and more. As always, you can find us on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube under the username PlayLostArk to stay up to date with all things Lost Ark. But for now, I'm CyFy, and from everyone here at Amazon Games, stay safe, have fun, and keep gaming. Peace.